Have you ever paid attention to your thoughts for just a day? If you had to categorize your thoughts, would you say they are generally fearful, negative, and focused on what you don't have? Or are they generally hopeful, positive, and focused on the things you already have? Do you feel like everything is working against you? Or do you feel like the universe is there to help? Do you feel like you will never be able to fulfill your purpose because you don't have the resources? Or do you focus on living your purpose no matter what resources you currently have? When you live in a world of scarcity, you compete for available resources, even when there's an abundance of them. If you think about the recent events like the coronavirus, we're scrambling for the last roll of toilet paper, the last bottle of hand sanitizer, or last box of pasta. Just days before that, the stores in every store, or the shelves in every store, were stocked full. Fear of the unknown can force us to think with a scarcity mindset. That's a belief that there will never be enough, resulting in feelings of fear and stress and anxiety. On the other hand, an abundance mindset comes from a deep inner sense of personal worth. It's grounded in the belief that there's more than enough for everyone. An abundance mindset can help us leave our fears and anxieties behind. When we feel secure and confident in what we already have, we are channeling an abundance mindset. Look, here's how you can make that shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundant one. Abundance is often associated with money, but it's not just financial thoughts. It comes up in every thought you think. Thoughts you have like, things aren't going my way. I hate my life. Why is this happening to me? Those can all lead to more fearful scarcity thoughts. Scarcity says, why is this happening to me? And abundance says, what is here for me? You have to focus on what you have. If you haven't noticed by now, an abundance mindset is simply always looking for gratitude. It's about choosing to see the positive and focus on what you already have. When you focus on the things you're grateful for, you will naturally pull yourself out of a scarcity mindset. Gratitude is all about having appreciation for the good things in your life or the lessons that you've learned along the way, which will help you cultivate that abundance mindset. The word appreciation means to increase in value. So when you concentrate on the good feelings you get from practicing gratitude, those feelings increase. And so will the good things in your life, because you'll start to notice them more often. And when you notice the good things in your life, you can't help but feel more abundant. Start by writing down 5 things you're grateful for each night, or do it first thing in the morning. I spend 5 minutes every morning just journaling about gratitude. Go on a gratitude rampage and just start listing everything you can see, hear, think, everything that you're grateful for. List everything. When we feel like things aren't going our way, it's easy to get caught up in a scarcity mindset. I can't believe this is happening to me. I'll never get ahead. I'll probably lose my job over this. When you catch yourself in this scarcity spiral, think about a lesson you can learn from the situation. Is there another perspective that you can take? Did a mistake at work maybe lead to that negative performance review? Did your best friend get her dream job and now you're jealous? Do you stay in your comfort zone instead of asking for this salary you deserve? What lesson is in here for you? How can we use the situation to grow and develop? If you find the lesson in those situations, you shift to that abundance mindset because you see more possibilities and what's available to you. You have to believe that you are enough. And I know it's so easy to say. So many people struggle with a lack of self-worth. I did. You probably do. Most people do. People struggle with a lack of self-worth. Stories from our past make us think we're not good enough or thin enough or for some reason we can't have what we want, or that what we want is stupid or ridiculous or won't happen. Do you believe you deserve the good things in life? Do you feel guilty for what you have? Start right now by exploring those feelings. When you have thoughts of scarcity, it's easy to see everything from this place. It's easy to believe you don't have enough education, or you need one more certification before you can apply for that job, or get the promotion, or find your purpose, or on and on and on. You deserve whatever it is you want. Shifting your thoughts to believe that you are inherently worthy will help you develop an abundance mindset. Know that you are worthy just by the virtue of being here, just being human. You deserve to have everything you want in this world. Believing that you deserve more doesn't mean someone else gets less. Sometimes we think, why do I deserve this when there's so many people that are suffering? This belief implies that some people are worth more than others, that some people are more deserving of things than others. But that's not true, because what you're saying is one person is better than another. It's simply not true. Instead, shift your thoughts to believe that everyone is worthy. Everyone is deserving of everything in the world simply because they exist. There is more than enough to go around. And yes, there will always be suffering around the world, but you can't get to choose what part of that suffering you want to change. You can choose guilt and comparison because you don't believe you're worthy enough, or you can choose to use your resources to make an impact on the world. It feels better to believe that you are worthy, and it feels good to help other people. Those good feelings keep you in an abundance mindset. When you can see your life from a more abundant place, you will create more abundance. It starts with a deep and profound sense of our own inherent worth. When we believe that we deserve to have enough and that there is more than enough to go around, this abundance mindset creates more opportunities, more creativity, and more possibilities for us to make an impact, to do good in the world. Take action right now to strengthen your abundance mindset. Go grab a piece of paper, grab a journal, and just consider a few questions. Where in my life do I allow scarcity-minded thoughts? How can I shift those thoughts into an abundance mindset? How can I bring more abundance into my life? Set your clock on those phones for 5 minutes and answer those questions. You'll be blown away by the answers you find within yourself. Catherine and I had a conversation the other evening talking about abundance, and she had a great story that I want to share with you now. So pay attention very, very carefully and closely to this clip from Catherine, and I'll see you on the other side.
When I was 20 years old, my husband and I were looking around at display homes, a house that we could build on our land. We'd been gifted the land from his parents, which was amazing. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know anything like that was possible, particularly for me, where I'd come from in relationship to money and any kind of abundance, was you had to work really hard for it. Only some people deserved it. And there were things that were outside of the scope of what was possible for me. So as we were driving along one day, Rod pointed out this particular display home and he said, oh, how about that? And I looked at him and I said, we could never afford that. And guess what ended up happening? That was actually the house that we built. And it was just amazing. It was a process to go through. And it was more honestly because Rod was the driver in regard to that, not because he was earning the money. We were both bringing in the income. It was his mindset was more open to abundance and opportunity than what mine was. And it wasn't until probably about 7 years later or so, and I was at a Robert Kiyosaki event called Money and You, and they spoke on abundance and wealth, and all of that was way outside of the scope of how I'd been brought up, what I believed to be true. And it really rattled my reality in regard to what was possible. The blinkers opened. You know, I could finally see that maybe my view of the world was a little bit distorted and maybe it could be different. So that really led me to quite a journey for myself personally in regard to doing my clearing work, in regard to, cleaning up my own stuff, getting my mindset straight to see what was able to be created fundamentally. And interestingly enough, in all the years that I've been working with people, predominantly they've been business people, entrepreneurs, the results that I've seen from people actually doing their own personal work that show up in their external world have been phenomenal. Like businesses that haven't put in any new strategies and have had an increase in profitability, not in income, in profitability, that just through the roof, 103% from one year to the next. That was a client shared that only just a few weeks ago. So it's quite amazing. And the better shape we're in, the more we're in the zone, the more our mindset is really, really clear, the more we're open to abundance, whether that be financial, whether that be love, relational, spiritual, joy. You know, God, imagine the abundance of joy. What a concept, huh? We're just open to so much more. So I just really encourage you, whatever it is that's stopping you or holding you out from having an abundant mindset, from energetically kind of running in that vibration of abundance, of fullness of life, get to work, clean it up, because there's so much available to all of us.
And you know, it's funny too, people think abundance equals money, and it doesn't just mean money. To have an abundant life isn't just to be wealthy. I mean, you want to be abundant in you know, health and energy and love and everything. You know,
Yeah.
People make that mistake and they always focus on the, you know, the financial aspect.
Absolutely. Actually, Brent, you're saying that too. I've got that ebook, Is Fear Keeping You Poor? It's got nothing to do with money. Guys, if you haven't bought the ebook, go grab it. Is Fear Keeping You Poor? Because it can be poor spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, you know, financially, any realm. It's not just about the money.
Is fear keeping you poor? It's a hands-on approach in this ebook as used by Catherine's clients over the last 20 years. You will learn the techniques you need so that you can combat your fear and move forward. No matter what age you are or which country you live in, you no longer need to be gripped by inaction when the next big challenge comes along. Now, it doesn't matter if you're experiencing fear because our world has been turned upside down this year, or you feel you lack the confidence to do what you know you need to do to make your life go right. Whether you're scared that you may not pull off the next big deal, or you're sabotaging yourself because of a fear that's holding you back from accomplishing what you deserve in life, you'll discover the antidote, the techniques you need to truly develop your own potential. You've waited long enough. Overcome your fears. Live the life you were born to live. This landmark book is ready for you now. It's all about making positive, lasting change in your life. And it's available at our website. That's taylorwebb.org/shop. Is fear keeping you poor? Take a look today.
So thanks for joining me today. You guys have been amazing as always. If you have any questions or any comments, drop them down below or send us a private message. And we would love to hear from you. And if anyone out there is interested in maybe coming on and talking with us in one of these videos, send us one of those messages as well. We'd love to talk to you. All right, go out, enjoy your evening. It's my favorite time of year, winter. I love it. I love this weather for big guys like me. So anyway, go out, enjoy yourself. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.